Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, episode 12 if I'm not mistaken, made by Fallen Foggy, walkthrough and playthrough done by Fallen Foggy. If you want to check out my previous reactions, remember the playlist card is going to be at the top. Just click on it and be able to access them. If you want to check out the original video as well as Fallen Foggy's YouTube channel, the links are in the description below. Last week with part 11, Rabeha might be the only answer to people with augmentation. As much as I don't like that, as much as I don't like dividing humanity into two camps, where there are those who consider themselves to be natural and then those who consider themselves to be augs or augmented human beings. I don't like the fact that we are heading towards that, but for now, it just seems like Rabeha might be the only, place of refuge for people with augmentation because of the environment that people with augmentation live in, especially when it comes to, cities in the Czech Republic, like Prague, for instance, how people with augmentation are being treated there. The types of documentation that is required for them just to move from one part of the city to the next. The train stations that they use are also segregated. The places where they live, the places where they work, what they can do, how they can do it, how their free mobility is also being curtailed and segregated. They even have politicians that are supporting the oppression of those with augmentation. And then you have terrorist groups that are also coming into this very complicated issue and making things worse, and I don't know, maybe Rabeha might be the answer to many people who might be going through similar situations like those in the city of Prague. And yeah, Adam Jansen has just been helping some civilians. He's still working with Melina, and yeah, it's just really depressing what's going on in this city. And yeah, now we continue on with part 12. Let us see where Adam Jansen is going exactly, because he went onto a subway train, right? And I'm sure he's heading somewhere, so we're gonna see that right now. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa, Og, what do you think you're doing? This train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
It's really hard to believe we'll come back to this.
Rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it, go.
Really, it's just sad that we've come back to this. You would think history would have taught these people something, but no. Repeating the same idiocies. Okay. The shame of org ghettos. By virtue of social and legal pressure, many large cities, especially in the Western world, have undergone a transformation in the last 2 years, willingly or not. The augmented population in each of these cities have been corralled into specific neighborhoods, restricted and segregated. Originally marketed as a specialized living for enhanced, these districts quickly became something else. Unserviced, inadequate housing only meant to keep conflicts and competition between the augmented and normal population. It didn't take long for these communities to earn less than flattering names from the surrounding communities. Tin Town, Golem City, the Rust Belt. It took even less time for these areas to become enclaves, often armed, than even local law enforcement avoided, at least without sufficient backup. You guys literally created your own mess by doing this. Created more crime, more inequality, segregation of people, you know, curtailing of human rights. You're creating your own monsters, your own enemies this way. You're not protecting yourselves from any, you know, illusion or delusions of augmented people, you know, killing you in the middle of the night. You're not solving the issue when you do this. You're just creating a new issue.
Next. Access. You don't have the right permission.
There's the problem.
If so, I'm not the one making it.
The person who issued these papers told me.
Not my problem.
Cannot come soon enough.
Unbelievable.
I heard that. This wasn't my fault, it was yours.
What? Damn, I'll never get this done. Looks like more overtime.
What today?
Cops are bullies, bureaucrats issue the wrong papers, you can't trust anybody.
Folks have done.
Terrorists must be laughing at all the incompetence of the authorities.
Ridiculous. Held together with chewing gum
We
and
are
bail.
doing the best we can, sir,
Homemade
but
bombs
full
this
service
city
will
fall
not be
apart.
re-established for a long while.
This place reminds me of the police station in part 11. It looks quite similar.
Série koordinovaných výbuchů včera dopoledne ochromila Růžičkovo nádraží. O život přišlo několik desítek cestujících a ve městě se opět vzedmula vlna strachu z velkolepého teroristického pekla. Železniční doprava do Prahy byla zablokovaná, zatímco forenzní vyšetřovatelé lidi. Ještě není jisté, kdo za útokem stojí, ale vzhledem k podobným bombovým útokům zacíleným na zákonodárce a policejní okrsek na počátku.
Unless you've got a vacuum attachment in one of those arms, I've got nothing to say to you.
What are you cleaning there on the floor, lady? The papers are still in the same place. Stop talking and just do your work. Oh.
Listen to that garbage.
I guess we're in the main city now. It's a nice train station.
Když se podívám, co tady ty augové napáchali.
Wow. Nice city too. A little bit on the quiet side. Not very active.
Would you mind taking a photo of us in front of the statue?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it's really simple. Zoom there, button there, hold and wait for the green light.
No problem. He looks pissed off. And... perfect.
Wait, one more.
Got it.
Ah, let's see.
Who's the
Would you mind doing just one
statue
more?
representing? Oh, okay. Oh. Well. Maybe I gotta start learning how to recheck.
You look so great together. I could do this all day.
Why does everyone believe that future cell phones are going to be a piece of glass? You know, like a see-through kind of piece of glass. Why don't they think we're still going to use something with a hard cover at the back and, you know, a glass like this, you know, a screen like this? Why is it that people think we're going to be using transparent plastic or glass as a cell phone? I mean, why?
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Because I still don't see how it makes it better, but okay.
Yes, of course.
Here.
Those are the wrong ones. They don't clear you for this zone.
You're right, sorry. These should be the right ones.
Look up. Okay, you are clear. But be more careful,
Yes, thank
understand?
Well, at least she was civil, you know. For some other police officers, they would have said nonsense.
Even though his company is pro-all, Santo has managed to keep its excellent reputation. And his policy of hiring all the laborers is genius.
Low-income Og housing was a very lucrative business for a while. The Og rights whiners didn't like it, of course, but who gives a shit? They do the work of 3 people, you pay them half as much, and they don't complain because they can't get work anywhere else. It's a no-brainer.
Listen to this a-hole. My gosh. Very nice streets. Instead of having filth on the ground, they have leaves and wet roads. But when you go to the Ogs, you know, neighborhood, it looks so depressing in some places.
Armed and pulled it out like everything was fine. The last time to give Ox credit, stopped doing it 4 months ago.
Where has this guy been?
I don't know.
Waiting
Living
next
in
to
the
the
past? Living in denial? They're all half crazy anyway.
You know what I don't see? I don't see McDonald's. I would have suspected, you know, like the Czech Republic to have McDonald's, you know, in their country as well. I mean, McDonald's is a very big, you know, multinational corporation franchise. So I would have expected to see at least one. Oh, another seller. Okay.
Come on. I sell to anyone. Even you have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
No, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu? No, not food. Guns and things. You want?
It's a joke.
Ah, good choice, huh?
Not interested right now.
Go! Go! Waste my time.
Get Yuri on.
It seems to me all of these people are the same. All the people who are selling merchandise or buying merchandise from Adam Jansen are the same. You know, they welcome you. They welcome you with a bad attitude. They, you know, shoo you away with a bad attitude as well. You know, saying go away, don't waste my time. Oh my gosh.
Tell him I said to go ahead.
Despite whatever praises the underground media wants to say.
I'm not worried. We have contacts all through GC.
Nice apartment, but it also looks dirty. While around where he's working, I saw a lot of papers on the floor.
Get Yuri on him. Tell him I said to go ahead.
I don't know if I actually like the cupboards though.
Come on. Who cares about this? I shall do anyone. I just want to fuck with you. We have orders to fill.
This legislation is passed. Calls for the removal and
Tell them we
of all
can
overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who...
The hardware has been dropped off in your storage 4227. Have fun making money. Luca will be in touch at the usual time to pick up our cut. Guess who's going to steal the merchandise or the hardware? Let's go. Adam Jensen. Let's go.
will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation.
Just make sure it's done. Stop.
Why not? Don't do anything suspicious.
Well, have a nice day.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Sure these people forget my fantastic techniques?
Absolutely. I did recall.
Are they serious?
Can't believe a word they say. I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
Which customer? Oh, this guy?
All week and I'm still getting the runaround.
Man, you guys really don't clean up the floors. Like, everywhere it's dirty. I just see stuff on the floor. Like, in almost everyone's home or workplace, there's some dirt on the floor. Like, a lot, in fact, I should say. Not some, just a lot of filth. Oh, okay, so this is the bureau. The TF29 bureau is the Interpol bureau, right? Yes, I think so. Okay.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant.
You're heading into TF29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
Wow, this place is so futuristic. But messy. Guys, no, seriously. Seriously. You guys are a governmental, international governmental organization, but you keep your workspace so dirty. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this is just not right. There's even cables crisscrossing everywhere. You can trip and fall. This is like a hazardous, place. You can trip and fall and crash into glass or into other fabrics or material that are on the floor and hurt yourself.
We still have no idea who they were.
Nah, we're looking into it.
Keep digging.
You're right. If it weren't for Jensen, things would have been much worse.
No.
I told you.
Big deal. He didn't do anything a normal human couldn't have done.
Whatever. Stop talking and let's identify our party crashers. It's gonna take them a while. Piece the pigs together.
It seems like there's workplace politics out here. Some people who are praising Adam Jensen for his hard work, others not so much because, he's an augmented human being, and they still have those prejudices against Adam Jensen. Tuscany. Man, even your own colleagues' computers are not safe. You're going to hack everyone's computer.
Access granted.
Arya, the shipment came in last. I'll have to leave before you're off shift, so I'll drop off what you need before I go. But I need you to fill out this usual dossier reports on my computer before you take the drugs off site, just for today. The password is Neurophysine Jen. Okay, it seems like Dr. Jennifer Phillips and you know, the person who, oh yeah, Arya, yes, Arya, are making deals out here with this neurophasing drug. That's not good. I passed by to look at your safe, and you'll be pleased to know it's not you. It looked like a circuitry problem, so it will be a few days before I have it fixed. I'll keep you posted. Gold star for taking me seriously too. At least someone understands the need for security in this place. Thanks, Chang. Alright. Oh wait, there's a message down here. Let me just do this. I tried changing the code to my secure storage as part of the refresh you ordered, but it's not working. I followed the usual steps, but it's still stuck on 2023, no matter what I put in. There's like a triple beeping sound whenever I try to confirm. I don't think it's me, or maybe it is me. Who knows? This is why I'm in charge of the guns. Okay. Let's see here. Arya, since I know you wanted to go back into the field, I thought I'll clarify a few things about Mac. He is a world-class prick. There is no doubt. Wait, is this Mac? Wait, hold on. Mac. Is this Duncan McCready? I think they're talking about Duncan McCready. Yeah, even there, McCready. Okay, sorry. He is a world-class prick, of that there is no doubt, but from what I hear, he's got some bad history with OGs. Not that I prefer to know what it is. Of course, that shouldn't have absolved him from being a decent human being, but there it is. Prick aside, Mac's a pro and he recognizes how useful they can be in emergencies. Thing is though, given that Prague is one of the most anti-OG cities on the planet, probably not the best place for an augmented agent. Okay, I hate to say it, but good guy or not, the thought of a well-armed and well-trained OGs walking the streets scares the out of most people. But if you ask me, his biggest problem is Janssen. You don't say. Normally agents answer to Mac, but Janssen seems to get special treatment. I blame Director Miller for that. Max has been here longer than anybody, and everybody looks to him. He's the deputy in everything but name, so Miller shouldn't stop cutting him off at the knees. Yeah, that workplace politics. McCready's authority and position in the workplace is being challenged by Janssen. And Janssen is not doing anything. You know, he's on his own missions. It's only McCready who has an issue with Adam Janssen. You know? He hasn't done anything to antagonize McCready. But like, you know, the email did say that McCready has a past with people with augmentation, and probably he's just not used to, you know, seeing an augmented human being with high caliber weapons on him. Mainly Adam Jansen. Yeah.
What's their status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look.
So we're still focusing on the Middle East. There's still a lot of problems that side. Okay. Even after that mission with Adam Jansen and the rest of the Interpol team.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead, it turns out the buildings are abandoned, burned out, or bombed into rubble.
Jesus Christ.
Satellite footage has identified 3 possibles, but based on what the roads look like around them, I don't think our crashers would have chosen them.
Well, they were gonna take all those weapons somewhere. I want to know where now.
Now. Okay. Hi Pedro, the snitch of mine who hangs out near Tech Neo reports that there is a storage shed in the courtyard which might be where some of your Diwalis leave payoffs for their friends in the state police. He even gave me the code 2469. Gabby. Wow, look at all of that. All that information on the boards, or the computer monitors, I should say.
Access granted.
Meeting notes, name, Mary Markiev, okay, or Morvik, yes, Morvik. Mary Morvik, motive, family, reliable rumor, augmented, did security for ARC, association with Diwali, mutually hostile, ex-husband Olivia, in Prague, apartment, red light district, 1 child with ex, former spec ops, unconfirmed, likely armed, confirmed. Okay. Hotel 6 months ago, government officials branch, late morning, police station 2 months later, early morning, train station 4 months later, afternoon, GVT police, CIVS, last connected, progression, pattern, just do here, did 1 fail 2 months ago, what's the plan? Yeah, I'm reading this stuff, but I don't understand what I'm reading, you know? I just don't understand what I'm reading. Check the interrogation notes, holding area code. IT support.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Oh, I heard your name on the intercom. You have to go to someone's office. Oh, this is the IT guy who was helping out that lady with her security code, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But can we call him by his name? Why do I have to call him the IT guy? Kinda sounds disrespectful.
Access granted.
Alrighty. From Peter Chang to Jean Guy Coulter. Alright. JGC. New code is in place. I've asked Selena to check everybody's good with their lava wall too, so expect to see her soon. And a word of advice: if Jim's been talking to Mandalary in there, stay out of his way when he leaves, and don't ask him how his personal life is doing unless you want to be chewed out and made to feel like shit. Oh yeah. For the rest of the day. You're welcome, Chang. Chang, stop swearing. You're compromising me, Peter Chang. This is nuts. In the last week, there has been 4 attempts to breach our firewall, at least 2 confirmed collective, and people here aren't taking security enough because everything else that's going on. They just don't get that terrorists do more than blow up buildings. True, very true. Information technology, information sabotage, and espionage is almost just as deadly. So I'm going to have to be the bad guy for a little bit. New security protocols, changing all the codes and passkeys, everything. Everyone's always got something to say about me. Anyway, so let's give them something worthwhile. Chang. Okay. I've moved all your documentation on the NSN avatars and virtual and VR hacking communications etc. to the NSN computer itself and changed the access code to blah, 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 blah. Chang. This message has been generated automatically. Door keypad 5545. Okay. Door keypad to what? Or to where? Oh, here. Okay. But you have the code. Maybe you gain experience from this. Yeah.
Access granted.
Yeah. Upgrade. Man, you even have to be crawling into the air ducts in your own office. Like, seriously. And you unlock the door. But anyways, whatever.
Access granted.
The message has been generated automatically. Chang Peter. I think these are passwords. Yeah, okay.
We never got an official okay from the Indonesian. I think
Access granted.
Oh, close call right there. Smoke grenades, EMP grenades. Interesting. Not meant to kill, just to disable. Wow, this place looks like a producer's a producer's you know, recording studio or something.
Access granted.
Přísahám, že s tím nemám nic společného. Vždyť já ty lidi ani neznám. Já s tím neměl nic společného, ty kreténe. Můžeš mě zmlátit, mořit hladem, to je fuk. Pravdu nezměníš.
Is that what they do in this place? Do they torture people? Hopefully not, but I saw some blood there on the ground. Yeah, torturing suspects like this it's just not right. We don't do that even in the real world. Okay, yes, there are some governments that do that, you know, where they would torture and beat up people to get out answers, but there are far more effective means of, you know, getting information without beating someone senseless, or torturing them with other methods. Or maybe I just live in La La Land. I don't know. The Security Council observing that the segregation, discrimination, and conflicts related to the status of augmented humans possesses a clear and continuing threat to the international peace and stability, affirming the importance it attaches to respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms of all, regardless of augmentation, and acting under Chapter 7. Okay, Chapter 7 of the revised Charter of the United Nations authorizes the mandatory application of the dampening biochip developed by the Taiyang Medical Corporation to all augmented persons. Okay. Mandatory. Urges all members of the states to make provisions to ensure that their augmented population are treated within 24 hours of the date of adoption of this resolution, and to provide them with the necessary legal documentation to prove it. Since when does the United Nations give such directives to individual states and say that it is mandatory? Like this. Like, guys, when we gave out the COVID-19 vaccines, it could not be imposed on governments to do this. You know, this was strictly something that each and every single individual state would have to make a decision about. Do they want their people to be inoculated with the vaccine? And even then, the people still had a right to choose whether or not to proceed with this or to do it. You know, mandatory, anything mandatory, people were against it vehemently. Even in the United States of America, you know, there were many people that didn't take the vaccine. In other countries as well, the governments tried. They tried to coerce them. They tried to convince them. They tried to entice them. Still, it just didn't work on everybody. Not everybody could be inoculated with it. So here, somehow, some way, the United Nations is giving a direction to the entire world, all the governments across the world, that this is going to be mandatory, that you must give people with augmentation this inhibitor biochip. Wow. Empowers all member states to safeguard their populations from those augmented individuals who refuse to implant the chip by corralling such people into safe, secure, segregated districts and or housing complexes that will be monitored 24/7. Wow. Calls upon the governments of member states to phase out current policies limiting the rights of augmented peoples who have been implanted with the chip and possesses the necessary documentation to prove it. Example, cross borders. Wow. So those who have the chip, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Those without the chip, you are curtailed. You are kept in segregated areas. Wow. Live and work and serve their states or other organizations, and the United Nations monitors are to be kept appeased of these processes. 5 decides to remain actively seized on the matter. Okay. Alright guys, that's it with Deus Ex Mankind Divided walkthrough playthrough done by Fallen Foggy. This was part 12. Yeah, we've just entered into Adam Jansen's workplace. There is some workplace politics going around. What's his name again? Duncan McCready is, well respected, well liked in his workplace. Adam Jansen, on the other hand, he's his own beast, if I can say that. Like, he's a lone wolf. He doesn't really conform to community standards, if I can say that. He respects McCready, but McCready, or should I say people around McCready, are saying that McCready doesn't feel alright with Adam Jansen and his independency and the way he does things. They want Adam Jansen to also be, part of the posse, if I can say that, to be following the lead of McCready. But Adam Jansen's not like that. He's his own boss, he's his own lone wolf, and he does things the way he sees fit and understandable. And he does it in a respectful kind of way. He's not an antagonizer. He's not the workplace bully or the workplace antagonizer or attention seeker. But people are placing it on him also simply because he's an augmented human being. Some of the workers there are also, anti-aug kind of sentiments about them. And then we also got to see the Prague city CBD, Central Business District. We got to see that as well after getting off the train. Everything there looks so nice and clean and orderly. And then you just remind yourself of, how the people in the augmented segregated areas live, and how they must be scraping the bottom of the barrel for for food or for work or for doing or paying up anything, and you also hear some of the civilians that live in the city, the way they talk about people with augmentation, how they're being exploited. And they don't really care about that as long as they get more money, as long as they get more investments. They don't really care how they abuse or how they use people with augmentation. And yeah, it's sickening. It's really sickening. And of course the police, well, at least the police, some police officers, they were civil. Yes, they were doing their job, asking people with augmentation about their documentations, and they weren't being very rough about it. They weren't really shouting or screaming at them. They were just being very civil. So yeah, there's a lot to understand about what's going on in this world. But one thing's for sure, you know, people with augmentation are really being put into a box, and maybe Rabeha will be that answer. Maybe. Okay guys, I guess that's it for today. Remember, if you like my reaction, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And remember, if you want to check out the original video as well as Fograin's YouTube channel, the links are in the description below. Okay, bye bye.